Hello everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to all my fellow YouTube friends. And this is an orchid haul from two orchid nursery seller. um, I'm showing this to you because I was able, they are not common rare orchid plant that I got this orchid for less. This one is a little bit seedling, but you can see my hand there. Or let me get a ruler. So I got it a lot cheaper. If you find this, because they're rare, they're cost more. So this one is inches on top of the pot. I'm measuring on top of the pot. See? So they're already reasonable. Um, yeah, plant. See how tall that is. This one, let me start here. So I start as a hobby. At first, long time ago, I was just growing regular orchid that you see in supermarkets, like phalaenopsis and dendrobium, and cattleya, few. And then when the orchids are more accessible to online, you can get information and you can buy online and all that, and then you can see a lot of shows. Then my hobby took off. Yeah, so right now I'm mostly collecting rare and not very common orchids, and one of them is this Vanda. This is actually a Vanda. Look at those roots. This one, I actually learned about this from last year to 2021, when Carl Smith has their orchid show and sale during winter time, and they have a bunch of their own collections in flower, in bloom, Vandas hanging. And there's one particular orchid that really caught my eye, and I didn't even know about this orchid. I just saw the flower and I could not forget about it. So this Vanda, I think, is from Indonesia. um, I'm gonna show you a video of it so you have an idea of the video I took from Carl Smith when theirs are in bloom. So this is a species. I've been looking for it. Sometimes it's even smaller than this they sell, but I found that this one is a lot good size. It will survive, you know, on their own now, and not being sheltered too much, because I grow my orchids outdoors. So yeah, I'm gonna show you that video. And so this one is good size, and I found this from Brookside. I cannot believe it. It's $17.50. $17.50. Okay, and it's got roots. And I'm gonna repot it in a bigger pot with airy, maybe like some kind of like this, or just enough that it can get moisture in the roots, and then it dries out, you know, after a few hours. So yeah, so I cannot believe it. I have three, because when I video it and I'm looking at other videos, this species has different pattern. It can put out a different pattern, not the same all throughout. So these three ones might have different pattern from each other. So that's why I got three, and it's $17, guys. And this is not a very common, and it's a very pretty orchid. And if you find a bigger one, it's probably cost more, really more. So the next one I'm gonna show you is this one here. Is also not very common, Bulbophyllum. I got a few already. Not few actually. It's starting to grow. This one, I think I found it Etsy or what. They cost more, like 180, 150. Um, this one is from Santa Barbara Orchid. I couldn't find it anywhere else except if you buy something very expensive. Um, so this is what it looks like. It's like in a 5-inch pot. Let's see, a 6-inch pot. Yeah, it's kind of in the edge now, but the one in the edge put out a flower. Let's see. This is from Santa Barbara Estate. So this is not my first time to order from them. So when I order, if I'm from Florida, I don't know what else state, that they have to quarantine the plant to make sure that there is no snail. And when it goes to inspection, when it enters the Florida state, then it, it's okay. So it's been on quarantine. They usually quarantine their plant for a month. Then you have to wait. But I don't mind. So this one put out a flower. This is his flower. That's why it's rare. And I look online, and if they have more than one, it looks pretty. So they're like bugs there. I don't know. It doesn't focus. Let's see. There. That's how the flowers look like. And sometimes it twists. This one's the top part. So the one I didn't expect is that it's actually really tall. See, it passed the ruler and it's on top of the pot. This is Bulbophyllum purpureorhachis. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it well or right. So Bulbophyllum, they like a shady spot, and they like to be watered a lot. Like they're moist. Their media is moist. So if you're a person that likes to water a lot, then yeah, you can't go wrong. They love it. So let's see, it's like 17. Yeah. The spike. This is one ruler. You see. And then another, let's see, another 7 inches. It's like, yeah, it's like 19 inches maybe, who knows. But anyway, it's really tall. I didn't expect the spike will be that tall. Yeah, but they stand erect, but this one is just a support because it was in a box. So they support it, make sure it doesn't break. So yeah, I got to see the blooms or spike in person. There's no smell to it. I didn't really put my nose to it, but yeah, I don't think it smells. So yeah, so this is it, guys. Something to add to your collection. This is not a very common one. I'm not sure if this had an award. I cannot remember, but they look pretty when they were in an orchid show, and there's a lot of them spiking. So yep, thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, just write it in my comments and I'll try to answer them. Thank you so much. Bye now.